I'm going to be showing you guys what I think will be one of the best formations to use at the start of FC24. If you're tired of coming up against teams like this, you can get some foot coins through MMO EXP using the link down below. You can also use code JambooUK for 5% off. Okay guys, so I'm going to be showing you a formation that's good every single year along with some tactics for it. Obviously we don't know for sure what's going to work in the new game, but I'm almost certain that this is going to work for you guys. And you're going to have some success with it. Like I say, this is good every single year. It's an out-the-box formation. It is easy to use for new players and experienced players. And you're just probably going to get a lot of success with it. So do us a favour. Leave a like on the video if it does help you. Comment down below for the chance of winning a copy of EAFC. I am giving away a copy on all of my tactics videos at the moment. So just leave a random comment. Subscribe if you're new, and let's get into the video. Okay, so as you can see, I've not touched my team in a very long time. I've been playing other people's weekend league games and stuff. For next year, I'm still going to be doing the same. However, I do plan on taking my own account a bit more seriously. Let me know what you think of this idea. So I'm thinking of just doing like some sort of draft to glory where I just play so much draft, you know, get thousands of wins, stack up the packs and just see how we go. I feel like I can make a lot of my content out of draft as well. You know, like different formations, different players, tactics. So let me know what you think about that. I think that could be you know, a potentially decent idea, but let me know. But anyway, as you can see, my team is very outdated, but what I will do is I'll tell you what sort of players you want in each position, and don't base it off of the players that I'm using. So, it is a 4-2-3-1. If someone was to ask me what is like just the FIFA formation, and I don't mean like the current meta, you know, not like a 5-4-1. Just in general, last 10 years, what is the formation for FIFA? I think it's a 4-2-3-1. I don't think there's ever going to be a FIFA or EAFC where this formation isn't viable. It's just so well-rounded and it has everything you need on a sort of virtual pitch, you know, to make it work. So, balanced on the defensive, 55 width, 60 on the depth. Balanced on the build-up play, direct passing, 40 on the width, 6 players in the box. So I would normally be running with around 70 depth. The reason I'm not in this formation is because this is more of a well-rounded. It's not a formation like a 4-3-2-1 or a 4-4-2 where, you know, it's predominantly for attacking. This is a very well-rounded formation, which is good defensively, it's good for keeping the ball, and it's not the best, but it's still good in attack as well. Just an all-rounder. So you can see here, you've obviously got 3 cams, but the 2 wide cams are going to offer you that width. You only have the 1 striker, which is the only real negative, in my opinion, in this formation. You know, a lot of people like having 2 strikers. You have 2 CDMs sat in front of a back 4, which is very good defensively. You're going to have 6 players defending at all times, and more with our instructions. But let's talk about the actual players you want. So, I feel like the middle cam spot, if possible, especially like at the start of the new game, someone like an Ousmane Dembele or a Neymar who's 5-star, 5-star, and the reason for that is the way this formation works is you cut the ball back from the wide positions into the middle. So you want them to be able to shoot on both feet and also perform a skill move to get out of trouble. That is vital. Out wide, you just want super quick players. And then for the striker, ideally 5-star, 5-star as well. But, you know, someone like Mbappe is going to be what we all dream of having. For the CDMs, I think at the start of the game, it's a lot different to now. So, like, right now, I would recommend just having 2 elite, you know, all-round box-to-box. But that's a lot more difficult to do at the start of the game. I feel like at the start of the game, you can have one sort of creative box-to-box and then one just out-and-out CDM. So like a Kante, for example, who won't offer much in the attack, but is super good in defence. And then someone like Pogba, for example, next to him. Not the best examples now, they're both a little bit washed on FIFA, but you know what I mean, those sort of players. So, obviously we've got the back 4 as well. For the fullbacks, they're going to be staying back in this setup, so especially at the start of the game, you want them to be good on the ball, but the priority is that they can actually defend and have, you know, a bit of physicality about them. But that is how the 4-2-3-1 lines up. Like I say, a creative player, slash box to box, and then an all-out defensive player works very well. So for the instructions, we've got stay central, get in behind, and stay forward on the striker. That works super well because it just means you've always got him on the shoulder of your opponent's defense, ready to make those runs in behind. And on a counter attack, you just know you've got someone there at all times. We have the cam set to stay forward as well. That complements the striker, and you'll see what we do with the rest of the instructions. But what this does is it means that we've just got 2 players that will constantly stay forward for counter attacks. Just having one on his own isn't really good enough. You can't do much on FIFA with that. But having 2, you can play off each other, little 1-2 passes, stuff like that. So for the wide cams, you want comeback on defense. This means when you're defending, you're going to have your flat back 4, you're going to have 2 CDMs, and you're going to have 2 wide players all dropping deep defending. It is an absolute nightmare to break down, and it's going to make your life a hell of a lot easier when defending. So you're effectively going to be defending with 2 flat banks of 4, very deep as well, and it's just super effective. For the CDMs, couple of things you can do here. The one thing I would recommend is having cover centre. Obviously, we've got fullbacks and we've got the wide cams that come back and defend, so there's no need for the CDMs to be covering the wide positions. We're not going to need that at all. What you can do, if you do what I said earlier, say for example we had Kante here at the start of the new game who can't attack well. You can set him to stay back and then leave the other on balance. So you've got a bit going forward in the midfield and then one guy who sits back and anchors. If you really struggle with your defending, you can have both on stay back while attacking as well. And that just means you've got 6 players defending at all times. But then if you're more of an attacking player, that would hold you back because your midfielders wouldn't get involved. So if you're like me, you can also have just balanced on both, so you get the best of both worlds. I like to have my CDMs get involved in the attack where possible as well, and I feel that that works very decent. And then for the fullbacks, you don't need them overlapping in this formation because you've got the natural whip from the cam. So we've got stay back while attacking. You don't really want them going forward. I feel like in this particular formation, if your fullbacks start flying up the pitch, you just get ripped apart out wide because we've got our CDMs obviously on the cover centre. If you were going to run your fullbacks on balanced, then you would want cover wing on the CDMs. But I would recommend the cover centre and then the stay back on the fullbacks. But guys, this is the 4-2-3-1. Let me know if you're going to give it a go, if you've used this formation before. And remember to comment down below for a chance of winning a copy of the new game. Thank you so much for watching. Cannot wait to get back on the grind soon. And peace.